think I'm nothing but another fool. I'm better than you. I'm like, ooh, I can feel it from across the room. Whatever.
Right, welcome back to DopTech. So this is it. The new flashy Oppo A9 2020 has arrived. Okay, we've looked at budget phones and we've seen more and more phones from various brands make their way to the top. And we realized that budget phones are more than just price. Oppo A9 comes as a complete set. A sleek design with curved edges and almost feels slippery in the hand. The glossy gradient finish reflects light, shining it on your eyes. And boy, it does look good. First things first, the design. It retains the Oppo design vibes and has almost the same cameras, the same biometrics and even the same branding as the F11. I feel like a lot of the design choices were based on how the phone reflects light or from any light source. And even the gradient finish is glossy, making it even more shiny. So for a sleek phone it qualifies. Curved edges, glossy finish and less cutouts, that being no pots or any moving parts on it. And there are even some more little elements that stick out, such as this edge line at the side which makes it different in a way, and the LED light on the power button. The model I have here has a purple finish, only that when I looked it up again as a color checker, it wasn't purple. In fact, it's in between blue and purple. And maybe let's check that out and see what Oppo calls it. Oppo.com, Oppo A9, specs, space purple. And the other model available, Oppo calls it marine green. But I think the best one for me here is the space purple. The screen drops at 6.5 inches at 1600 by 720 resolution. So the big question probably is, how good is it? How bright does it get, and specifically, how much quality is it when watching? My answer is pretty good, sometimes. It can get up to 480 nits bright, which is quite enough for use indoors and even a little bit under brightly lit conditions. But you see it losing quality once you move out to under direct sun. I mean, you can barely see anything on your screen, but that is what happens with such screens. Watching videos is cut at 720p, which is just straight garbage. You don't get any weird crops, but maybe this top notch may be a hindrance. The bottom notch is there, but it's not tall enough to distract you when watching. And even the navigation icons are not in this notch but above them. But all in all, this is not the perfect screen if you're one who likes to watch in full HD. The Oppo A9 runs ColorOS 6 on top of Android 9. This platform works just fine for me. At this price range, you don't expect to have any professional grade features. Features like gestures, easier interaction with the phone, and there's even a mini tutorial to give you a quick start guide on how it works. I never saw anything like dark mode on this device, and seriously, what phone in 2020 doesn't have dark mode? And one more thing, I'm not even a fan of this icon, but maybe I'll get used to them. Okay, let's look at some more numbers. Snapdragon 665 processor, 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage at least in this model. The numbers apply to its real application, but it's a bonus with regards to the price range of this device. Oppo even includes game space, which enhances the performance of the phone, and yeah, it works well the way it was designed to. The gaming experience is not at the maximum if you're used to battery smooth performance. I experience light lags and glitches under heavy loads. The display quality degrades to accommodate the heavy tasks, and remember, this is a 720p panel, so the graphic performance is not at peak despite the available graphics processor. As of now, we've exhausted pretty most of the things and maybe just some little nuggets that put this phone on the radar. The Oppo A9 is actually a great deal on such normal functions that people want, like speed, battery life, and as a matter of fact, it is a 5000 milliamps battery, a sure overkill, and lastly, cameras. And there are even some more little stuff like a full stacked SIM slot, a USB-C port capable of reverse charging, so your phone can typically be used as a power bank, and even standing on its own. Well, that's been it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.